Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. I'm going to try to make it quick. I'm just super excited about this watch. This is definitely the coolest thing I have seen in a long time. It's an Islander Aviate Collaboration Limited Edition. It is based on their HUD watch, heads up display, which is what a fighter pilot sees when they look out of their canopy. And it is based on Long Island's own beloved F-14 Tomcat, featured obviously in Top Gun 1 and 2. But if you're a Long Islander, as I am, this very much was either your career, your childhood. You knew someone that worked on the F-14, or you worked on the F-14 yourself. Where I worked for a defense contractor, a lot of people I worked with, mostly engineers, definitely worked at Grumman at some point in their life. So totally cool. I can't wait to share it with you. It looks, man, it looks so awesome. My own wrist check today. On one wrist, I am sporting something different for me. It is a Casio ProTech. It was given to me as a gift. It is a pilot's watch, but a real pilot's watch. It has an altimeter, barometer, compass, does a whole bunch of different stuff, shows you Zulu time, and I will take it up flying with me soon. So I'm gonna check it out, on the wrist for real. And on my other wrist is the Islander Calverton. And this was kind of like my first nod to the F-14. Calverton is where Grumman test flew the planes. So this was this is our nod to the almost said Speedmaster, the Flightmaster. And I named it the Calverton. That's because I name watches after cities usually. Anyway, that's all I have here. Let's check out the watches. And do I have your attention now? I probably do. Yeah, I'm hitting it with a black light just to show you what it looks like when the lights go down, but I just wanted to grab you now, and now let's get into it. Starting with the packaging. Knocked it out of the park. Aviate Islander. You have the whole heads-up display already shown here. Limited edition, automatic. Such a cool looking. I mean, when the packaging looks this good, you know the watch is gonna be absolute fire, right? I mean, the people at Aviate, I told them many times, I said, you guys totally rocked this like insanity. Let's just show you some of the stuff you get with each. You get a little authenticity card with the number of it, and you get a warranty instruction manual, QR codes, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so let's dive into it, as it were. There are three versions, as I said. There's this black and green. There is this kind of black and blue with the horizon. And then there's what I'm calling NVIS, night vision goggles with the green spot in the center. They're all the same watch, just obviously differing in the colorway. So let's go. Powered by a Seiko NH35 movement automatic hand wind tacks, 24 joules, 40 hours of power reserve. It is a large watch. It is 44 millimeters in diameter. It is 15 thick to that slightly domed mineral crystal, and 52 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. It is a solid screw down case back, and check that out. Calverton, Long Island, Islander, and it has an etching of the F-14 in what I guess open wing formation or spread wing formation. In case you don't know, the F-14 the wings had two positions. Conventional aircraft like this with them open, and that was for launch and land, and then they could be swept back more like a delta wing formation for supersonic flight and better high-speed flight characteristics. I can read what it says on the outside there, limited edition. It's 50 meters of water resistance. The strap is 22 millimeters. They're all leather straps, but they're backed by this silicone rubber, which has been impregnated with glow-in-the-dark dye. So cool. Retail price on all the HUD watches, Islander or not, are $350. I'm gonna let these out at $300 is where I decided to go. I think it's a fair price for something so freaking cool. 114 grams on the strap. So operation is simple. This top crown simply rotates the inner rotating bezel. Neither of them are screwed down, and this is your time, set, date, all that other usual stuff. It hacks. Pull out the crown one click and change the date. The date is over here at the 3 o'clock position, and the crowns themselves look like the turbine blades of a jet engine. So nice. So the watch is, the whole format of it is based on the F-14D version of the aircraft, because the older versions A and B, C, whatever, didn't really have a HUD of a lot of interest. So we went with the D. That's the latest model because it has a lot of interest to it. And you could, you know, just check it out, guys, if you want. You could see, so you have an F-14 in the center. That's the base of the seconds hand. Isn't that cool? Okay. And then on the HUD display, you have altitude on the left. No, it doesn't move, but it looks cool. And if you look, they printed part of the HUD on the glass and the other part of the HUD on the dial. So it really gives a 3D effect. So altitude, airspeed's here. You have your altitude here. The date is kind of part of the altitude. You have your framing, your seconds track on the outside. You have the branding. You have your horizon angles, 5 degrees up, 5 degrees down. Let's see, you've got 2992, so we're probably in the flight levels at this point. That's your barometer setting. All this stuff. You guys that have a, you know, your G rating, your Mach number, or you guys that have a better background in this stuff than me, probably know more of what you are looking at. But such, oh my goodness, it's so freaking cool. Oh, I just picked this up too, that the chapter ring actually matches matches the engraving of the crowns. I did not see that as I've been looking at it. So, like I said, there are 3 versions. They are all limited. This is actually, I believe this is actually the 01, the blue to black. See the tips of the hands are done. And again, we'll go over the lume. In the beginning, I showed you, obviously, the HUD lit up with UV to give you the most bang for your buck, if you will. But I will show you what it does really look like when it glows in the dark. Well, if you get this one, you know I handled it. Sorry about that. Okay, so you have 1, you have 2, and then, you know, I always have a wild card of some sort. Oh, by the way, all the cases are gunmetal stainless steel. They're not shiny, like bright white stainless steel. They are gunmetal. NVIS, right? Night vision goggles. So kind of like that high green spot in the center. Looks awesome. So if you're a fan of night vision or just that cool effect, man. It is a large watch, I know. It's 44 millimeters, so it's not going to be for everyone. However, I think everyone's going to need one. I will definitely be taking one, probably. I think this one grabs me the most. I know blue. I love my blue and horizons and stuff, but this looks really, really cool. I'm going to take it back a bit, like that, I guess. I'll hit it with the UV, and then we'll see what the real, you know, glow-in-the-dark properties are like. I decided to do them one at a time. So here you go. Here's that blue one. Check out the strap. Is that cool? I didn't hit the bottom of the strap too much with the light, but you can see it glow. Here's that black and green here. This one, I hit the back of the strap with the light also. Awesome. That is so freaking cool. And here's that NVIS one. My God, it looks like it is radioactive. That is nifty. Let's see the wrist shot. So here it is on my 6.5, 6 3/4 inch wrist. Yeah, it's a little bit big, but I don't care. It looks awesome. That is such a nifty looking watch. Here I am on the strap, so you guys know. If you have smaller wrists, it's not gonna be a problem. It'll go down. Probably, we're looking at what, 5 3/4, 6 inches? No problem. I don't know if you caught on, but the strap actually has QR pins also for quick changes if you want to make it something else. This will look great on a nylon or anything like that. And I think that's going to do it for us here today. Wrap up my little love affair with this awesome new collaboration. This is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the Aviate Islander F14D HUD collab limited edition. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, anything else you want to say, put it down below. You worked on the F14, give it a shout out. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.